cleared for takeoff.
Good day and welcome in to Indians Minor League Magazine along with former Tribe Southpaw Jason Stanford. I'm Al Pulowski, and Jay, we're seeing these prospects to continue developing, and also we've got an all-star to talk about, the AAA level.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have done a great job all season long. They continue to perform at a high level, and that's what you're looking for all season, is to be consistent at the minor league level to get yourselves to the big leagues. All
right, we've got a packed show for you today as usual. Let's check out what's coming up on the show. Of course, we'll go to each and every Indians farm team. Then you'll hear from Kinston pitching coach Mickey Callaway. Later, you'll meet Arrows starter Matt Packer. We'll have this week's Diamond in the Rough, and we will unveil the Indians Organization Minor League Player of the Week. So make sure you stay right here. And let's start in AAA Columbus, where we'll talk about that All-Star. And it's pitcher Zach McAllister, who did a great job in Salt Lake City at the AAA All-Star game. He went 2 innings, giving up just 1 hit and 1 walk while striking out 2. We saw him up here a couple of weeks ago in his major league debut.
Yeah, and I like this kid. I think he's got a great makeup. He throws the ball extremely well and knows what he's doing. Good size frame. 2 innings in an All-Star game is very impressive, too.
That sure is. The Indians, of course, got him for Austin Kearns last year. Some Clippers to watch. Jason Donald on fire. Check out his numbers in the last 10 games. C.C. Lee, who started the year in Akron, he's just as dominant, if not more dominant, at AAA Columbus than he was for the Arrows.
Yeah, and you look at the strikeout to walk ratio, 19 strikeouts in 12 innings. I mean, that is impressive stuff. Jason Donald, though, you look at what he's been able to do since he's healthy now. Unfortunately, in spring training, he was hurt, wasn't able to perform. Now, with him being healthy again, that gives you another opportunity to be as a utility player at the big league level. The kid can play at the big league level. We know that.
Yep. Just add him to the many nice-looking prospects at AAA Columbus, and there are plenty. There are also plenty in Akron. We'll talk about that in a moment, but first a reminder, coming up on SportsTime Ohio Wednesday night and Thursday at noon. It's Columbus Clippers baseball. 2 straight days we'll have for you here on SportsTime Ohio. And then on Thursday, if you're in the Columbus area, head over to Huntington Park. Right after the game, Bruce Drennan will be live with All Bets Are Off from Columbus. That'll be a lot of fun. So a lot of AAA baseball here on Wednesday and Thursday on STO. All right, let's head down to Akron now, and we've got more great guys to talk about. One of those we started talking about 2-3 years ago when he could really hit the baseball at Class A, and that is Chun Chin, who's been on a tear since returning from an injury that sidelined him from the Eastern League All-Star game. The Arrows catcher now in his last 10 games. He's batting .394 with 6 runs batted in and 7 runs scored.
Well, that's very impressive, and I like this prospect. I think he's a very good catcher. He calls a really good game. Offensively, he can hit the ball. You know, the only thing that is in his way right now is Carlos Santana. Otherwise, this guy would continue to move up like he is right now.
And the way he can hit, too, he's a DH, too. When he doesn't catch, he DHs quite a bit. Here's some other guys to watch. Bo Mills, outstanding numbers now in his last 10 games. He's finally healthy, and he's really put himself back on the prospect radar.
Yeah, Bo Mills, a very good prospect, was a first-round draft pick a couple years ago. He has the pedigree. His dad is, you know, the head coach down for the Houston Astros, but you look at what he's been able to do so far. This guy is a difference maker. Everybody knows that. He can hit for power. Now you're seeing he can hit for average. And when this kid is healthy, he's done it at the AA level. Let's see what he can do at the AAA level at some point this year, hopefully, and then at the big league level maybe.
All right, nice to see what Mills is doing. You saw the numbers on Copeland as well. He's having a nice stretch here for the Akron Arrows. Let's go down to Kinston, check in with the K-Tribers. More good prospects to talk about, and one of those guys to talk about down there is Abner Abreu. He's been playing much better of late. The speedy K-Tribe outfielder is hitting .300 over his last 10 games with 4 home runs, 7 runs batted in, and 7 runs scored. It's good to see Abner showing you some power now to go at this speed he's always had.
Yeah, and that's very impressive because he's not a big guy, but he generates a good, quick bat speed, and that's when you have good hands and you can move the bat through the zone very quickly, you're going to hit for power like he's been able to show. We already know how fast he is. I mean, this guy can run the bases extremely well, but now you're seeing him progress with the power size too.
All right, Marty Popham also doing pretty well down there Sunday. He went 5 2/3 innings, gave up 3 hits. Get this note, no walks and 11 strikeouts. He's the Carolina League Pitcher of the Week.
That's impressive. Another prospect pitcher that you can see from the Indians, and they have some depth right now. So with the trade deadline coming up, I mean, these guys are performing at a high level. A lot of scouts are all looking at them.
Yes, they are. That's for sure. And there's also some scouts, even down at the low level A, like Lake County and East Lake, where some good pitching's been taking place. One of those to talk about this week is Cole Cook. He had a very nice outing on Thursday against Peoria. 6'6" right-hander went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs on 6 hits, struck out 3 in the captain's win. In his last 5 games now, Cook is 2-2, but his ERA is 2.2. And he struck out 21 in 30 innings pitched.
Well, no, and that's good because, Lake County has always been a good ball club. You know, the pitching coach down there, Jeff Harris, was one of my former teammates, has done a very nice job down there in controlling the pitching staff. Look for these guys to continue to progress like they're supposed to. Dale Dickerson, another good prospect. These guys have really been able to step it up. Now all of a sudden you see Bryce Stolwell. You know, these guys can pitch at this level.
All right, so good to see. Some nice development there with the arms for the Indians down in East Lake. Now let's go over to rookie ball and the Mahoning team that lately, again, Jason, we've got some guys down there that are showing a lot. That includes guys on the mound and also guys at the plate as well. Well, Tony Walters is marking his first full year in the Indian system, and he's making it a good one. On the season, he's batting .263. He's got a homer and 7 RBI, but he scored 20 runs, and he has 9 stolen bases, so he's doing some things at the plate that you want to see out of a middle infield.
Yeah, you really do. He's not a big guy, but he understands the game extremely well. He plays up the middle very nice. He's got a very strong arm, but offensively, you see what he's capable of doing. When he gets on the bases, he causes havoc for the pitchers. When you can do that, when you can get on base and you can cause havoc, stealing second base, stealing third base, going from first to third, and understand the little things of baseball, it puts you in position to move up faster.
And Tony Walters, a draft pick from last season, so doing a nice job for the Scrappers. A couple other guys to watch as well. Jordan Smith, great numbers in his last 10 games. Alex Levinsky, the St. Ed's kid, now in his last 10 games, that offense, Jason, is starting to come around.
Well, and that's nice to see because you're finally starting to see a high school kid convert to professional ranks, and it takes a little bit. You know, you go from the high school and you're the best of the best at high school, but now all of a sudden you're facing college kids and high school kids that were the best of the best in their area, and you're seeing what Alex has been able to do. Very good catcher, but offensively he kind of struggled early on this year in Lake County, and now in Mahoney Valley doing what he needs to do.
All right, we'll take a break here with Indians Minor League Magazine, but plenty still to come. We'll have the diamond in the rough very soon. And next, you'll meet Kinston pitching coach Mickey Callaway, who's doing a fantastic job with the K-Tribe's young arms, including the newest Akron Arrow, Drew Pomerantz. Don't go away.
Beautiful. 26, 36 feet per second up.